Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
So tonight we did a little something different. Instead of continuing on with protection quartzes and stuff like that, we are actually going to talk about chakras, from the root chakra all the way up to the crown chakra, which is basically, I'll be explaining a lot as we go along. But one of the things we have is our quartz, clear quartz, that has the chakra quartzes stones in them. Should have already had this set up. I'm sorry. Literally speaking, the word chakra from Sanskrit translates into the wheel or disc, but references a spiritual energy centering within the human body. The chakra system originated in India between the 1500 and 500 BC in the oldest text called the Vedas. It's mostly ingrained in the spiritualism of Hinduism. That's why there are 7 chakras, kind of like the 7 hands of, I forget her name, but somebody in the chat will eventually put it in there. They each correspond to a specific organ, as well as physical, emotional, psychological, and spiritual states of being, and influences all areas of our life. Within these chakras is prana, or the ultimate pure healing energy that is all around us and within us to keep us healthy, happy, and vibrant. The root chakra, which is the very bottom, so we're going to go from the bottom to the top. The bottom is called the root chakra, associated with the base of the spine, the pelvic floor, and the first 3 vertebrae from basically your backside. Tailbone, yeah. It says to think of the root chakra as the foundation of a house. If you have an unstable house, it's going to fall into the water. Parable of that is, if you build a house on sand, it's going to fall into the ocean. If it's built on a rock, it's going to withstand the ocean. Kind of way to think of it. I mean, Hinduism and Christianity kind of intercollide sometimes. It's the parable of the sand. When in balance, it is sturdy, stabilizing, and supportive. As such, it is our responsibility for your sense of security and survival. It is also connected to whatever you use to ground yourself, including basic needs such as food, water, shelter, and safety, as well as our more emotional needs such as letting go of fear and feeling safe. As you well know, these needs are met, you tend to worry less. How to know when it's blocked? A variety of ailments can occur from blockages, including anxiety disorders, fears, nightmares. Physically, the first chakra is associated with the problems of the colon, bladder, with elimination, or even within the lower back, leg, or foot issues. Maybe I should start worrying about these things. I always have lower back problems.
That would probably help.
Might. Like many of the chakras, the root chakra can be underactivated or overactivated. Underactive means it is closed or blocked in some way or not spinning properly. In the case, you may feel anxious, insecure, unsafe, and as a result, be ungrounded. If overactive, it is though your energies are working overtime to attract to the physical and material world in ways which are unhealthy. Put that thing on vibrate. Overindulging in physical pleasures like food or sex becoming too attached to money. An obsession with feeling secure are all the markings of an overactive root chakra. As you can see, the color of that one is red. It is an earth element. Crystals associated are usually red jasper, onyx, and hematite. Because I wanted to tell you what kind of poses you should be using to help activate. This is a wide leg, basically crisscross over applesauce type thing, sitting Indian style. The Sacral Chakra, which is just above your tailbone. The second one. I have to get a better camera that kind of. You consider the second chakra the most fun out of the 7. This chakra houses our emotions, passions, and pleasures, the things that emotionally satiate us and give us joy, and is considered a creative and sexual energy center of our body. When your sacral chakra is aligned, you're likely to feel great. You're friendly, passionate, and successfully fulfilled within, also eliciting feelings of wellness, abundance, pleasure, and joy. Nice. By honoring our body and expressing ourselves creatively, you're keeping the energy wheels turning and fluid. How to know when it's blocked. When you're feeling uninspired, like writer's block, can't think of anything to get out there in a YouTube video.
No motivation.
Or wanting to sleep all day. Your sacral chakra may be misaligned. Likewise, this can also be associated with physical sexual dysfunction, while also potentially experiencing fear of change, depression, or addiction-like behaviors. When underactivated, someone may suffer from low libido, lack of je ne sais quoi. Sorry, it's French. Or have hormonal and fertility issues. When overactive, we may suffer from addictions, whether sexual or other addictions, and can also experience lots of emotional fluctuations from being really high or being really low, like an emotional roller coaster. And I would guarantee this past week that one has come into play between Linda, Tiffany, can't say me because I've been the one that's been the tailbone. Its color, how well you can see it, but
hold on. Should have done this in the beginning. Hold on.
You can see it, but that one is orange.
Go ahead and read.
It is associated with a water element. Just putting it on a necklace dummy. Well, that's what it is. So crystals associated with it are carnelian, tiger's eye, and sunstone. So we're at the second one, which is
the
second one up. So it's now that one, the bottom one looks purple.
All right, I try. Perfect.
The third one of our lovely little chakra series is the solar plex chakra, which runs from the navel, the belly button, to just about the rib cage. So just under, right where the heart, right before the heart, because that's the next one. From It reportedly governs all things metabolic, digestive, and stomach related. When its Sanskrit name Manipura, meaning lustrous gem, the third chakra is said to be our source of individual power, ruling over self-esteem. It is the action and balance chakra that focuses on individual willpower, personal power, and commitment. Don't confuse it with your third eye, which is the sixth chakra, which is further up. How to know when it's blocked? You can suffer from low self-esteem, have difficulty making decisions, may have anger or control issues. You feeling bad about yourself may lead you to outwardly express apathy instead of empathy. Procrastination, or that you're unable to take advantage of, that you're easily taken advantage of. Likewise, you also possibly have a tummy ache or some kind of digestive issues, since it's gas. A blocked solar plex chakra will make you struggle with self-doubt and being your highest, most authentic self. But the flip side isn't much better. Signs of an overactive solar plex includes rampant ego, being power hungry, egotistical, and basically being a jerk. This one's color is yellow. Easier seeing. So we got red, orange. Now we're at yellow. Element associated is usually fire. Crystals is citrine, pyrite. I had one over here. And amber. The heart chakra, which is our fourth one, is the center of the chest, meaning just exactly what it is. So we've gone from our tailbone to our belt, tailbone.
Belly button to chest.
We're up to the fourth one. So I'm confusing myself. Solar plex. So you have your, yeah, you're right. Tailbone to basically the genitalia to your belly button, and then from your belly button to your just underneath your heart. Now we're at the heart. So think about it. It's right there. Center of the chest encapsulates the heart, the thymus gland, which plays a vital role in the endocrine and lymphatic system, the lungs, and the breast. As the central chakra, the fourth, represents where the physical and the spiritual meet. And its name implies it's all about love. It's the awakening to spiritual awareness, forgiveness, and service. It is believed that when your heart chakra is aligned and balanced, love and compassion are flowing freely, both in terms of giving and getting. Your good vibes are practically contagious. How to know when you have a closed heart chakra. It's closed heart, but a closed heart chakra. Can be given away to grief, anger, jealousy, feel of betrayal, hatred toward yourself and others. When underactive, you may be emotionally closed off, find it difficult to get over past hurts, and forgive. As a result, it can become hard to give and receive love, which will have a knock-on effect on all of your relationships. An overactive heart chakra may mean becoming too loving. Off the cuff, that might not sound like a problem, but it can be. This will have a ripple effect in your relationship, being overly dependent, needy, jealous, possessive, and with a lack of boundaries. In other words, some people that go out there and cheat are the ones that probably have an underactive, whereas the ones that are excessively protective are the ones that are essentially out there wanting to look in your cell phone, they're overly protective, no, not wanting to give up boundaries. I posted our banner at the bottom. Check our merch, which is, I think Linda was looking at doing one of these, like a chakra thing on a t-shirt at some point. So if you want to look at that, we're constantly adding things on there. Just kind of a side note here from the chakra thing, because it's not going to take us. I mean, we're already at the fourth one. We got 7, so trying to stretch it out a little bit. But yeah, we're constantly adding new things. Most recently was a Bluetooth speaker, which is.
I'm excited to get that tested out.
That'll kind of help us out on some of our paranormal
investigation. We do banners.
We do banners. We made that.
We do flags.
Yeah. So we're expanding a little bit more and more. Might have somewhat of an announcement coming up soon. Can't say anything, but soon. I will be going to the Crystal Fox Friday to talk to them, and might have some good news from that. Kind of help not only with Bald and Bonkers, but also with Smith Family Paranormal. I know we have a live interview coming up this Saturday, the 19th, with Bald and Bonkers, Chris and Dakota. And then we have our live unboxing, which is on the 26th. And we're doing it an hour, starting an hour early for those that live in the UK. Because when we do it at 7 o'clock here, it's already midnight there.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, midnight there. Wow. I keep forgetting it is 5 hours ahead. So with that, we figured we'd start an hour earlier. So that way it's still only 11 o'clock, and we're not having people staying up until 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, because we're starting at 7 and not finishing up for another 2.5, 3 hours. So check us out, 26, 6 p.m. And remember that check us out with our live interview. It'll be live with them on Saturday the 19th. We'll post up what time and stuff like that. But that should be a very nice interview. Back to our heart chakra, which is the 4th one. It is a green one. Its colors are green and pink, green or pink. I would think more of a pink color, which is why one of the crystals that is associated with it is the rose quartz, which is one of the ones I like. It is also, since it's green, it's associated with jade stone. It's an air element, which I would think I think I was more associated with the heart chakra. I mean, I know it's a whole inner thing, but I'm an air sign. I like the green and pink rose quartz, the rose sapphire. I like the jade, but it's one of them. And malachite is also another crystal associated with the heart chakra. Help to activate it, you can do back bends, reverse planks, or the upward facing dog, not the downward facing, upward facing dog. Our fifth one, so now we've gone from tailbone, genitalia area, belly button to just under the heart, to the heart. Now we're right here, we're at the throat. The name says it all. Anatomically, the throat chakra is associated with the thyroid, parathyroid, jaw, neck, mouth, tongue, and larynx below. You have zero problem saying how you feel. So in other words, you speak your truth, whether it be the truth, but you have no problem telling somebody how you feel. Or specifically ensuring that your inner truths are properly communicated is likely well balanced. The throat chakra rules all communication. It's the first of the three solely spiritual chakras, as opposed to the lower ones, which manifest themselves in a more physical way. So, again, like you were saying with the heart chakra, that is from everything from here to here is all spiritual. Everything from the heart, which is centered, which is where this and this meets, everything from here down is all physical. So, basically keeping your gut in check, and everything else below your heart is physical. Your heart centers everything, and then from here on up, we're going to be start talking more spiritually. It is that one there.
Like it's white.
It almost is. I think it's opal, actually. We'll find out here in a minute. When this chakra is in check, your ability to fully listen as well as speak and express yourselves clearly. When it is blocked, in the case of an underactive throat chakra, a person may find it hard to truly express themselves. They may literally swallow their words, and in doing so, swallow their true feelings. So if you're, let's say it properly, if your throat chakra is not in check, you can ramble off at the mouth and possibly hurt somebody with your words. But if it is in check, then you're more likely to listen to what people have to say.
And think before you speak.
And there's another saying that God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth.
It's true.
Something very loud just happened. So figuring all this is associated with the throat chakra. 2 ears, 1 mouth. If you listen with both of them, then this is going to express what you not only heard and felt, but also the person that you're listening to. Because anytime we listen to each other all the time,
Yeah.
and it's or depending on what's on television, it may get interrupted. Sorry for an LMN movie. I'm not mentioning any names, but
Dang it, Austin.
but if you're able to constantly listen to what somebody has to say, then it helps build a relationship a lot more than what you actually think it's building. When we first started dating, and still now, I mean, we have therapy sessions, or what we call therapy sessions. We don't go to therapy. We just sit there and whatever grievances we may have for the past week, 2 weeks, or whatever, we just sit down and talk about it. Whether it be the kids not listening, or me not disciplining one of the kids as much as I should, but
Life.
I was the over heart. I was excessively power hungry before, but I learned to ground myself and open it up a lot more than just being the jerk dad. So, but we have therapy sessions, and it helps to listen and keep your mouth shut. And then when it's your turn to talk, and the other person listens. So, not saying we're psychotherapists or anything. It's just, it helps.
It does.
To be able to sit there and, I mean, if you're able to express your emotions, then it's one thing.
Keeps a positive household when you're able to communicate with other people in the house.
So when you figure we have 7-year-old, 14-year-old, and an 18-year-old that live in this house, and another 18-year-old, but our semi-adopted daughter. Haven't adopted her, but she's
here.
Kind of, she knows. I mean, I get called dad, which is nice. I mean, she's a good kid.
Yeah.
But it's also one of them. We know the one hasn't had it great. The other one, going in order here.
Bella and Tiffany.
No, Tiffany's older than Bella.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Tiff is the oldest, and as most of you know, the 7th through the 12th was not a very happy time through this household. I mean,
it's been a very depressing time.
So a lot of their chakras was definitely out of balance.
Still.
Except for me. I'm the one that keeps everybody in this house balanced.
So true.
I mean, yeah, I may not have cared for Tiffany's dad, but he was her father. So that's one of them. I have to put my emotions aside and be there for the two ladies that are in my life. And if that means that I have to be the bearer of everything, from here, just cry on my shoulder. I mean, it gives them a sense of peace. And then over this weekend, we found Tiffany's brother, which was nice. He was able to meet his half sister.
That was awesome. They enjoyed it.
And then Bella, I mean, she's out there. She hasn't had the best either. So it's one of them. It's nice to be called dad by somebody that not necessarily your blood child.
She's our heart. She's just like the other ones.
And then you got Austin, who's Austin.
Ain't that the truth?
14-year-old boy, testing water, see how much he can go. But at the same time, putting it in the perspective of the chakras, he's learning himself. And I have to be the solid heart figure in everything. I mean, that's usually what the typical dad does, is he's the heart of the family. He's the mouth, the arms, the legs. So when he needs somebody to talk to, our computer room has become the therapy room.
Yeah, no, I'll get kicked out real quick.
Can I talk to Dad?
Yeah.
But back to our throat chakra. In addition to having trouble speaking your truth, you find it hard to pay attention, stay focused, or fear judgment from others, which further hinder your ability to keep it real. Physically, this blockage can manifest itself as a sore throat, thyroid issues, neck or shoulder issues, stiffnesses, and tension headaches. Signs of an overactive throat chakra include talking too much, being overly domineering in conversations, and being overly critical or judgmental of others. Color is blue, and we had some actually. Go figure. Aquamarine. My protection spell. My protection crystal. Lapis lazuli, and kyanite are some that are also associated with it.
One of the poses is a fish pose. What is that?
Oh, these get weird. I mean, it tells you poses to activate it. I mean, fish pose, a plow pose, and the shoulder stand. Wait till we get to the next one. I was kind of reading up on these. Your third eye chakra, number 6. We're almost to the crown.
Like a deep green?
A deep purple,
Oh.
or a light purple.
Okay.
Physically located between the eyebrows, the third eye is said to rule organs such as pituitary glands, eyes, head, and the lower part of the brain. Literally, right? Her. Don't let its name confuse you. The third eye, or Anjana chakra, is actually your 6th chakra and is reportedly governs your intuition, ability to recognize and tap into it. What's more, the third eye is also said to be responsible for all things between you and the outside world, serving as a bridge between the two. It allows you to cut through any illusions and drama to see a clear picture. Essentially, it helps you not only just to see things clearly, but to look beyond what, put in a Disney thing here, look beyond the beyond. So if you're able to tap into that, you're able to not only see what's in front of you, but what's beyond, and what's beyond the beyond. It helps you, like us starting our little business here. We have a beyond the beyond picture, and that being that we want to start this, we want to get it out there, we want to be able to put money aside for not only a house for all of us, but for a house for the kids to be able to sit there and go, wow, Mom and Dad did do something.
Yep.
Mind you, I'm starting at 50, 49, almost 50. So I'm about to be 40 in July.
No. I announce that.
Yes, I am almost 10 years older.
Number.
Exactly. Still can't believe it. We did pretty good. I found the other hook, by the way.
Oh, nice.
So, when it is blocked, you may have trouble accessing your intuition, trusting your inner voice, recalling important facts, or learning new skills. And if your lower chakras, the root, sacral, solar plex, and heart, are unbalanced, the third eye will likely be as well, which may cause you to act more judgmental, dismissive, or introverted. Everybody that knows me, I am an extrovert. I do not have a problem with walking up to somebody and saying, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah, that's so true.
Whereas somebody else
I walk away and hide.
is very introverted, where I'll have to sit there and go, "Hey, this is my wife Linda," and she'll be like,
Hi. Oh, are you ready to go now?
"That's 3 seconds into the conversation."
I'm not a people person.
Where I have no problem going. I mean, we go to Walmart and I can hunt down somebody and be like, "I need to talk to somebody about this." Or, I mean, we were asset protection for Walmart, and so I have no problem with walking up to somebody and saying, "Put it back."
Yeah. I'll stay behind that end cap saying, it's
So, but literally, if you have an like it says, if you have an underactive heart, third eye chakra, you can't recall simple things. I must have an overactive one because I can remember just about everything. I remember my home phone number from when I was in 6th grade,
right there.
where you had to go. It wasn't the
touch.
And if you give a kid nowadays a rotary phone, they're going to look at it and go,
"What is this?"
But so I must have like a severely overactive third eye chakra. With an underactive brow chakra or third eye chakra, you may overly intellectual. I'm having a brain fart. Intellectualize, long word, things and try to work things out, which can result in feeling both overwhelmed and exhausted, and disconnecting us from the power of our own intuition. As a result, we may quite fearfully and distrustfully be quite fearful and distrustful of the process of life and may anxiety over the future. So basically, if you can't see where you're going to get anxious about where you've been.
Mm-hmm.
Third eye blockage is associated with a broad range of issues, including depression, anxiety, and a more judgmental attitude. While physically it is said to cause headaches,
Mm-hmm.
dizziness, and a slew of other brain health issues, meanwhile, having a wide open third eye can lead to an overactive imagination and a mind that runs away with us. Sometimes with an overactive third eye chakra, we feel our clairvoyant skills are so active they can overwhelm and frighten us. So a lot of psychics that have their third eye open, and I don't know how you feel about that, because with being able to see spirits and stuff like that, it is kind of a third eye.
It is. And this past week or so has been a rough one. But on a normal basis, I'm able to handle it and go about it.
The color associated with your third eye chakra, which is why you said it was like a purplish color.
It probably explains why I'm getting headaches.
Is indigo. It is a element. It is light. The crystals associated with it are amethyst, purple fluorite, and labradorite. Need yoga poses. Children's pose. I'm not quite sure what that one is. Dolphin pose. You're supposed to flop around. And the eagle pose. I mean, that's two different weird. One's in the air, one's on the water. Go figure that one out. So, now we've come to the seventh of our chakras, which is the Crown Chakra. So, literally, if you look at what they did with this crystal, is they made it almost like a crown.
Which is pretty cool.
It is known in Sanskrit as Sahasrara, or the 1,000-petaled lotus. The crown is the center of enlightenment and our spiritual connection to our higher selves, others, and ultimately the divine, according to the Chakra Center. When aligned, the realization that occur within you are said to be along the lines of pure awareness, consciousness, undivided and all expansive. Basically, bigger than yourself and part of one giant universe. So once you've opened up your crown chakra and have it wide open, you can see beyond the beyond, the beyond, the beyond. You can pretty much, I mean, thinking of it in other senses, like Star Trek reference. Hate to say it, but I do like Star Wars and Star Trek. But the Star Trek reference is the needs of the many outweigh the one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this case, you'll be able to see the many and realize that your needs aren't as much as everybody else's. It's better to have an open mind. Literally, an open mind. Crown Chakra. Ha ha ha. With an underactive crown chakra, you may feel apathetic and listless, almost energetically numb, and a sense of disconnection which results in a lack of direction and purpose in life. So, would you feel that anybody that's suicidal?
Maybe.
It says you would feel apathetic, energetically numb, and have a sense of disconnect results in a lack of direction or purpose in life.
I guess it would just depend on the situation and what they're going through. I mean, if that's the case, then that's it. But if not, then it just might be something else. If it's just dramatic or drama or family or,
Right. Or you may feel like your regular self, just not in an exalted state of spiritual connection and enlightenment, which is totally okay and seriously normal. Unlike the other chakras, the crown chakra is often only opened upon fully through specific yoga or meditative exercises, or at certain times, which is not a skill set you call upon at any given moment. You may be able to get a taste of it, though, through daily practices, anything from meditation, prayer, to moments of silences and gratitude. It is one of them things that I know Sherry and Drew were talking about meditation in one of their episodes, which was very nice. And now you can see. So with that, daily meditation, I know Linda has us listening to chakra things before we go to bed, which is, I guess, kind of why she wanted to get more into the 7 chakras here, which is nice. I mean, going to bed and listening to music and stuff kind of helps drown out the need for watching TV, which keeps your mind overly stimulated. So it kind of helps you meditate almost going to bed. An overactive crown chakra also manifests as a desire for material belongings which never seem capable of being satisfied. And arrogance often results in disconnect from others as well as the universe. That's why I said this one's going to be the yoga poses that activate it is the headstand. Not a handstand, not a shoulder stand, but you're going to stand on your head.
Yep.
Or the tree pose. I'm guessing you just get out there and climb a tree.
No.
The
one leg pose. I know that one.
Okay. Deep violet is the color.
I like that one. It's pretty.
Crystals associated with are selenite, clear quartz, and lepidolite. So.
Yeah, you got the balance of them at the bottom.
Well, each chakra has its own distinct properties that are all thought to work as a system. This means if one is out of balance, it affects the rest. So if you have signs of multiple blocked chakras, just know it is totally normal. And any good yoga class or healer will work to align them all at once, creating a clear channel for your prana to flow from head to toe. So, this quartz that I've been holding around will probably be in somebody's box on the 26th.
Maybe. We'll see.
We have a couple of them, so not this one of the other ones that we have. So, we got a couple more minutes.
Scroll down. I'll make some more.
That was it. Already did.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Do that another time.
For those that are of the Wicca, we have full moon coming up, which is when we get out there and put our crystals and whatever spiritual stuff that we utilize out. We're not practicing Wicca, but we are utilizing crystals for our investigations. So it is best from listening to our Wicca friends to go out there and charge it up. I will be collecting everybody in the house's crystals within the next day. I think the full moon is supposed to be like tomorrow, 16th. So I'll be collecting everybody's tonight probably. Ooh. And then having them put it in our dirt, put it out in the ground so that the moon and the sun, the crystals can absorb the moon and the sun. And then bring them back in. Might as well clean off.
Back to everybody they go.
Back to everybody they go for another month. unless we go out investigating, then
We
it's
have
always
had some nice weather, so.
Yeah, but not to actually go out and paranormal investigate. But it's one of them. We're able to sit there and we can use salt, you can use stuff, various things, but to clean them off and to fully get the charge of the sun and the moon is the best thing, from what we're told. And if everybody notices, I got rid of about a pound of hair. I mean, we are part of Bald and Bonkers. I might as well go bald with them, guys. I am the oldest one with the most hair. So. But other than that, we will see you guys in the next journey of something, whatever we decide. It could be the next couple. I think we're doing our shows like every Thursday now, so by next Thursday we'll have something extra entertaining for you. So we will go over here. And go over here. And we will see you again this Saturday. We'll be putting out what time we're on and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it'll probably be 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time or thereabouts, or because
I'll make a poster and put it out.
Yeah, we'll have a poster and stuff made out. Again, we will